Growing up in the Barossa Valley, I've got really fond memories of eating small goods, pickled vegetables, and what I reckon is the world's most underrated condiment, horseradish. Did you know in South Australia alone we consume 30 tonnes of it a year? But what exactly is it? Here in South Australia, we know it mostly because of these red labelled jars. Newman's has been around since early last century, and the Meekins family bought it back in the 1940s. And in the 80s, Brian Meekins made Langhorne Creek the home of his horseradish. How did you fall in love with horseradish?
Well, when I was around about 4 years old, my mother would put it in mashed potato.
Wow.
She felt horseradish was far too hot for kids to have.
Okay.
So she put it in mashed potato and we just loved it.
Beautiful. Well, I still put it in my mashed potato now, so okay. Perfect. How else do you use it?
If you were to put it in dried apricots and just fill it up with our horseradish, it is fantastic.
Wow, so not just for, say, sweet as well?
That's right.
Beautiful.
Most people, traditionally it's roast beef, but it can be used on anything at all.
Now, they might look like a root vegetable, but they're actually a brassica, the same family as cabbage and broccoli, and the only one that grows in the ground. After washing and mincing, mayonnaise is added to the fresh horseradish as per the original Newman's recipe. How would you describe the flavour of horseradish to someone who hasn't had it before?
It tastes very similar to hot English mustard. With this, I think it's a quick hit. It hits you, clears your head, and then disappears.
Okay.
So it's not like having a chilli that just hangs around your mouth for hours. This is very quick, and you keep going back for more.
And you can do exactly that at the tasting room, which is also the cellar door for Brian's wine label, Rustica. Check out his unique wines, the full range of condiments, there's flavoured olive oils, honey, and I reckon they make a pretty mean coffee. In this month's SA Life magazine, it's all about spring produce and what's coming into season right now. I've got 5 of my favourite spring recipes in there, including one with horseradish, and today I'm going to show you another one, this time using salmon. Okay, so the first thing we do, into a nice hot pan, a drizzle of olive oil, and then of course our salmon. Now you want to place it skin side down, so we get it beautiful and crisp. And while that's cooking, we're going to make a simple salad. I've got some sliced fennel here, radicchio, shallot, and blood orange. They're perfect at this time of year. They've just come into season. They're sweet with just a slight bit of bitterness. Little drizzle of olive oil, and set that aside to serve. Carefully get underneath the salmon. Turn it over. 1 to 2 minutes, and the salmon's going to be perfect. Now this is where the horseradish comes into play. Grate some fresh into a little bowl of thick Greek yogurt. But if you don't have fresh, of course, a hefty spoonful out of one of Brian's jars will do just as well. Then add some grated lemon zest, fresh garlic, olive oil, and give it a good stir. We now spoon that generously onto a serving plate, top it with that salmon skin side up, add the salad, a few little sprigs of dill, and I just know that horseradish, salmon, and salad combination you're going to love.